Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. Grab your phone or tablet and scan the QR code on your screen right now if you want to learn more about our topic today. I'm here at Tri-City Furniture in Auburn with our friend Kathy Kilborn. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning. I thought I would make you comfortable today.
I am. Never been comfier. My giant recliner here. I love it. So, Kathy, when it comes to recliners, what is most important when purchasing a new one?
There's so many variables in recliners, and as you can see, you're kind of in a big one, and I'm in a smaller one.
Just a little bit.
This one really doesn't fit you, so we want to make sure that if you're going to buy a chair, that you understand it needs to fit your body size. And there are variables: height off the floor, depth of seat, and the back. And there's a couple parts to the back. We need to make sure they fit us specifically.
I mean, my head is hitting this back cushion like you were saying, so obviously this chair is a little big for me.
A little big.
All chairs don't have to fit everyone in the family, though.
They won't. So it's just like a pair of shoes. If you expect to wear your husband's shoes, a size 13, they might be a little big, but you can't expect him to maybe fit your shoes, which are maybe a size 6. And the chair is the same thing. We fit people to the chairs for the right comfort according to their body size.
Well, let's talk about our backs.
Okay.
Specifically, how do we know if a recliner is right for us?
Well, it has to do with the lumbar and how the height is to support our back. And so those two things are really key. In this chair, it is a pretty flat back, so even though it's really large for you, the back probably is okay. Once you scooted into it, you were getting some lumbar support.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, especially if there's a pillow, many women will say, it holds my head forward. Well, the reason for that is that pillow is designed to support your neck. And when I pushed your head forward, there was no support in your neck. So the height of it, that's the flatness or the pillow, and then the key is lumbar, making sure it supports our lower back.
Well, lumbar support is very important, obviously, but it doesn't seem to be talked about enough. Do recliners offer adjustable lumbar support? Right.
Some will. So if you have adjustability, like in this one, I can push the lumbar and it will go right out and give me good pressure. But a lot of chairs are what you see is what you get, unless you're doing power. So you want to make sure when you sit down that your back is being supported all the way up. The curvature of the back is there because that's what makes the back rest. If you start to fidget because the back isn't supported, you'll probably not sit in the chair real long term because your back's going to start to hurt.
And what else is important for the recliner back?
Well, the recliner pillow is important, and people get this wrong. Women always tell me that it hits my head funny and it holds it down. Well, the reason for that is that pillow right there is supposed to hit your neck, not your head. We don't want to put pressure on our head. So I'm going to move mine forward and it fits right into my neck. Even when I'm leaning back some, I can have my head, my neck supported, and because I have a power headrest, I am able to move my head forward so my eyes can stay focused on TV and not look up at the ceiling. So there's some really important factors to making sure I still feel really good back support and I have support on my neck. And those two things are key to a recliner.
Yeah. You're looking at a great example of a recliner that fits somebody and a recliner that does not.
Exactly.
Kathy, should a recliner have a softer feel like yours for better cushioning?
Well, you want to make sure you have support. And recliners, some of them will have springs, some will have round springs. Some are going to be firmer, but a lot of them are softer. And if you sink down in, and maybe it's an import, it's going to keep getting softer. You need to have support so it keeps your back in the right place. If it gets too soft, you're going to have a problem.
And what about a recliner back that's already compressed due to its age? Maybe if you're buying a used recliner.
Yes, and that's a big problem because it's going to put stress on your body. It's like when shoes shape to someone's foot. That's what happens to recliner. Recliners, you sit in them and sit in them, sit in them every day in the same spot, and it actually will make the shape of what your body is. So now when you buy a used chair, you're going to probably have a problem with the comfort and not getting the support. And there's really not anything you can do about it because the foams have been compressed, the Dacron, many of the manufacturers, you just can't get inside these chairs to fix them. So always be cautious because you're going to put more stress on your body and not be comfortable.
Well, it's amazing how much lumbar support really goes into a recliner. I never knew.
Yeah, it's really supposed to keep your hips, your lower back, and your head and your shoulders all aligned. The key to a good chair is partly the back as well as the depth of the seat. If you're, and you probably had to, but if you're kind of moving back into it because the seat is too deep, you're not going to get the right back support. So make sure that the whole combination of a recliner fits you specifically. I know it's nice to share a chair, but it usually doesn't work because we're not the same body size.
Right. Well, Kathy, thank you for showing us how lumbar support really is the key to relaxation,
Absolutely.
especially in your chair at your home. And
Yes.
thank you for watching Design Time.